Yep. Oh god. Yeah, that's all good. Excellent. We need to go mining. More mining. Because mining is so fun. Oh, that one. Yep, that's fine. We can go through here. Oh, hello. Hello. Completely forgot that I just went live. Yeah, I was bored. So I decided to go back to Stationeers, obviously, because I've been playing quite a lot of Stationeers today. And I decided to do another stream, basically. Fix the power problems, fix the oxygen problems. The only thing now that I need to do is go out and get more copper. And I was thinking more about things like the little bases. I don't have long out here actually. I'll nip this way and see if I can find some copper down here. I was thinking more about the game just while I was making a sandwich actually, and was thinking one thing that I would quite like to see is an ore detector, because there isn't one, is there? There's a tracker, but I don't think it's that's that thing. And a better wiki. Quite frankly, the wiki is not great, and it's kind of it's like the industrial craft thing, right? Which way is the sun? Right, sun's that way, so I'm going this way. It's like the industrial craft thing where. So some of my videos have about 20,000 views. Most of that is because the wiki was awful back in the day. Ooh, iron. I do need more iron. What I really need, though, is some copper. Please say there's some copper. There's some gold there. I don't need the gold. I don't need the gold. I need the copper. Where is all the copper? There's some uranium there. Is this copper? Please say it is. Looks like iron. That's iron. And that's some coal. So let's go a little bit further. So I'm keeping the sun on my left. Yeah. I mean, the thing is that Stationeers is actually a really good game. In its current state, and I would recommend people keep an eye on it. Not necessarily to buy it yet, but just, you know, keep an eye on it, because it is pretty solid, all in all. I've got no real qualms with it. The only real issues that I have with it is that the optimization isn't there yet, and some of the mining especially can get a little dull when you're just basically walking through the world. I mean, it does mean that I have a good chance to sort of talk about some of the gaming news that has come out this week, as I search blindly for copper, which I really do need because I need to finish 5 walls in the new furnace room. Basically what happened was I put the arc furnace in, and then I realised that I was going to constantly be either banging my head or walking into it. So I decided to raise the height of the room up by 1, and I'll show you that in a sec. Problem is that in order to make it look nice, I do need those composite walls. Also, I wanted to move the air filtration system into that room. So an active vent is going to suck all the air out of the room, as was discussed. It's then going to run it through 3 filtration systems in order to get various gases out, and it will then pump the oxygen into the main facility, and it will store the rest of the rest of it. Basically, the rest of the gases will get stored in either full-blown tanks or in canisters, and I will have to be careful. Where's the sun? The sun is above me at the moment, So if I walk, basically I think it's towards the sun. Then to get back I just need to walk away from the sun. You know, like that. So walk away from the sun. What's it? God, I can't remember. I think it's either see through or shine down. Not sure. Anyway, going off on a tangent. Which is why people watch these videos, I think, so I just go off on various tangents as I'm hunting for things. But yeah, some news that's come out this week. I was wanted to say Many a True Nerd, but it's not. It's for some reason. We Happy Few has it's three words altogether. We Happy Few has announced that it's been delayed again, and as a result is going to be offering refunds as well as pulling the game from sale for a short time. This is because they think that just in case people feel sort of shafted by the delay, that if they want to get a refund, please say that's copper. That looks very much like copper to me. It is. Yeah, if they want to get refunds, they can just go through the standard refund system. Now, there have been some complaints that the refund system, the automatic system, hasn't been working, and you might need to go through the manual sort of form-based refund. But they have been apparently working with Valve to try and get that system sorted out so it's as easy as possible for people to get refunds if they want it. So yeah, if you have bought into We Happy Few and you're disappointed that the game's been delayed again, you can get a refund. However, I would say that when the game is finally going to be released, the game will be, what's it, the $60 price tag. So, you know, if you bought it early on, you wanted to buy it again on release, you may actually be losing out cash-wise. So it's a bit of a tricky one, that one. From what I saw of the game, it looked alright, I guess. I certainly had high hopes for it, and I don't really know if those hopes have really been realised. But, you know, I kind of thought that it was going to be someone who was off their joy trying to escape Wellington Wells, rather than somebody who's trying to get back in. Don't know. And if you're trying to get back in, then it's just one of those. It's a slightly weird world in that, you know, the outskirts. You know, people have food-ish, but nobody has actually sort of set up farms, or at least, you know, you would expect, you know, people sort of living on the edge like that would have, you know, okay, they're off their joy. It doesn't necessarily mean they're mad, you know, gone mad with the horrors of what they've done. And I don't know, it's a bit of a dystopian world, certainly, but I think it's going beyond dystopia and just not being that positive about humankind. You look at something like Fallout, and Fallout is a little bit more positive about humankind and what humans will do. Certainly you end up with raiders, people who have decided that the rules are for other people, but you also have farmers, you know, people who have worked out that actually the best way to survive is to set up a farm and pull in like-minded people and to generally work together to create something good. Oh god, if I need to be going this way and fast because I am running out of light. I can't run? Oh, I can run, but not if I'm holding a tool, I think. I did have to walk quite far to get this copper. It was a bit of a trek, but it should be, the base should be up here somewhere. Where is it? Where's my base? Oh god, that's a deep hole. I do not want to be falling down there. Oh god. What I can actually do is jetpack up, and I can't see anything. I guess I just keep walking until I see some kind of signs of life. Some copper. Oh god, my suit is failing. I mean, thankfully there is now a respawn feature in this game, so if I do die, I can respawn. I just don't really want to because, well, I'll have to find my corpse again, and that could be awkward. And I've got all this copper, so yeah, this is exactly why I want trains of some description. Simply because I want to lay tracks and have some kind of an automated thing for me to be able to find again. Right now I don't really have the iron to build a load of paths out, and there's not really a huge amount of point either. Jetpack up again, see if I can see the lights of my base. Is that tracker? Battery's empty. Oh, damn it. If I take the battery, I could take the battery out of here. I mean, it won't be great. It's actually quite low. But at least it's functional. Tracking beacon, distance. Oh, it's linked to the tracking beacon, which I haven't actually put down. Right, okay. I need to put that tracking beacon down, evidently. It's possible that I've just sort of moved a little bit too far over in one direction. I mean, once the sun comes back up, I should be able to find it again, because I'll be able to see it. It's possible that I've sort of moved over to one side a little bit too far. So what else has gone on? Well, I know the guy who swatted, fatally swatted someone has been charged with, oh, what has he been charged with? Manslaughter. Or accidental manslaughter. That's basically all they could really get him on, I guess, because I guess the intent was not necessarily to kill someone, but it was just to send SWAT officers to their house. Hopefully he goes away for a very long time. There's some more copper. So evidently I may have overshot. Okay. No. That's the one I wanted to do. So your backpack. You've got a fair amount of slots there. You've got 9 slots there for stuff. Oh, where is my base? This is getting a little ridiculous now, because it should be around here somewhere, theoretically. Unless it's over the next hill, as it were. Because again, I was walking for a very, very long time, and I haven't seen any sort of signs that I've already been mining yet. So Oh, there's a hole. There's more copper. Oh, hello. Or is that just... I can't tell. No, that's just stars. A hole there. Uranium. Now I did see some uranium on my travels. That may actually be it. Let's walk this way for a bit. More copper. How did I miss all this copper? If this is even the direction I should be walking in. The sun's going to come up and it's going to be in front of me or something. More copper. See, why couldn't I find this copper before? Because I'm probably walking in the wrong direction. More copper. Some coal. Some ice. Oh, why won't the sun come up? Ugh. Thought that was a crate. And that's just a big hole. Walk this way for a bit. That's not mine. I don't think that's me that's done that. There's an awful lot of untouched ores around here. I think I am completely lost at this point. There's an awful lot of ore around here and there's not much sign that I've been here. Though this looks familiar. But it's one of those things where when the sun comes up, then I probably will be able to find my way back again. Or if not, I'll just, well, expire in the wilderness. Which will be a little annoying, because I don't necessarily know if I'll be able to find my body again. I think the respawn is literally, you know, your character is just recreated. Or I've got the save. Quite frankly, I do have the save because it doesn't auto-save. So I could just reload it and not be an idiot next time. There is quite a lot of copper in this world. Volatile. Oh, come on, sun. Come up. I really do need you. Before my battery conks out. I'm walking around in circles at this point. I'm going to reload. Leave session. Exit. Continue. It's going to reload from my existing world. I haven't lost anything. It's irritating, but now I know about the tracker. I need to get that tracker down. Right, so this is my my new room. So I just need to build the 5 composite walls that kind of go on here. There'll be some kind of a monitor here. I'm not sure what it's going to be displaying. If I can get it to display what gases are in the room rather than just what the pressure is, then I will. Then we got our arc furnace here, and the furnace output will be all the gases that are outputted from the furnace will be going into the main system here and then filtered out through 3 of these units, and then that will send it along a long pipe into the main base, and then all of this will be pressurized. Right, let's grab mining drill. Let's not get lost this time, because let's use the tracker. Now in here we have a tracking beacon, which, what do I do? I throw it down and it's on. Yep, it's on. Right, okay, if I now go into here, so that has to go in there for a second while I just grab a new battery. Let's put that one in there. So we are 0 meters away, and then as we move away from that, okay. How do I get this one to work? Do I need to like associate with it? Stationeers got use the tracking card in your tablet. That's exactly what I've just done. And let's turn it on. Tracking beacon. Okay, so it'd be really useful if I could get this sorted out. So we turn the tracking beacon on. Ah, there we go. Now it's working. Okay, that's fine. So we can swap that for that, and we can now actually go out on a short quest to find our base. Find copper. Sorry, we need to find lots of copper, and we'll be able to find our base again when everything's done. Let's see what there is out here. So there's that volatile ore. Basically went this way before and found loads of really awesome stuff, and then lost it. Well, I lost myself. Though I do wonder how close I was actually to the base, because there is quite a lot of stuff here that looks vaguely familiar. But how much of that is just the game, because I think it's all procedural generation, so I do wonder how much of that is just the game procedurally generating similar looking things. Must be some copper around here. There we go. There's some copper. What else do we have? As that was 4 pieces of copper, that's not going to be enough. Basically, I want to fill my belt as much as possible with copper, if possible. There's plenty of iron. I don't need iron at the moment. Well, I might take a stack of iron next one I come across, but right now copper is what I need. Bit of coal as well. Take the coal as well. And there was a little bit more, some iron there. I'll take some iron as well, as it's here, may as well. The composite walls will need 4 iron to craft, so I've got a lot of things that are going to need iron, actually, thinking about it. But I've also equally got a lot of things that are going to need a lot of copper, so and I don't know how long that beacon is going to last for either, so I'm in a bit of a race against time. But lesson learnt, if you're going far away from your base, use the tracker. Over here, apparently. The drill will sort of tell you if it's vaguely close to another. There we go. Another sort of node. Okay, we're full. Okay, so let's just grab our beacon. Yeah, so I am currently having to go about 300 meters away to find copper. So I can see my base at the moment. Put that back away. Really useful little thing, that little tablet. I haven't used it much, and I probably should use it more. But we've got the copper, and that's the main thing. So we'll get the copper on, get the that room built, and get a power line in there, and then we'll see. One thing I noticed about, well, I'll show you this in a sec. It's the stairs. There's a little problem with the stairs in that they only go up 2 blocks. So what I've had to do, there's no sort of 3-block high stairs. So basically what I've had to do is put a... I've basically put in a floor here, which I would have preferred to have frames between the floors, but oh well. Let's get some gold, because I do need a bit more gold for some other things. Yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff that I need to build. Turn that tracking beacon off. Right. So that goes on. There's a bit of light left, so might as well put a new battery in. Yeah, so that'll do that. So what is it that we need? Right, so we need construction kit walls. make our walls. And that will do that. So yeah, I would quite like to see them add some furniture to the game, so that you can sit down essentially. But all in all, I have to say it's pretty decent. All in all, again, I've not got any qualms with it. And yeah, it's a decent enough game, and I do believe that it is starting to surpass what Space Engineers started. It's in a very, very good state at the moment. I need to get that battery in. Right. So there are some things that I would quite like to see. I would quite like to see like a single storage cube, whereby you can put an item in there and it will automatically deploy it into a chute. Not certain if the lockers will work with chutes, but we do kind of need a storage, a way of putting items maybe into a box. I'll have to see if these things will work with chutes or conveyors. Apparently there's conveyors in the game, but I haven't actually found them yet. I don't know if it's part of the construction kit. Chute. Let me just grab a chute. Yeah, so I put these little things in. Right, let's just have a quick look. Ooh, chute with a window in it. That's quite nice. So I needed 5 of these. Yeah, so you can see it just before it comes out. That's quite a nice little thing, and I could see some uses for that. Especially if you could maybe build a sort of a door there, or have some kind of auto deploy system. Right, that's all of those I need. So that you can hold items and you can see that in the window that it's sort of ready to deploy, I guess. Oh, that's gone badly. I'm now trapped in... Well, I'm not, I can get out, but it's going to take a little bit of working out a few bits and pieces. Let's just put that into there. Get my tool belt on. Power went out just as... Oh, that's not a good place. Yeah, that's a better place, because I can hold out this part. And then I can just sort of put it back in, essentially. There we go. And it's fine because I can get back in via here. It's fine. Right. There's a bit of a thing. Yeah, so just saying about the... So I was just saying about this. So we've kind of got this. So we've got a large room, and then I've had to put the floor in here, and then I'll put these they're composite walls as well. There's those ones, the railings, and I'll put those all the way around. But for now, we just need composite walls. Oop. Now I've got some steel plates in here, steel sheets. That's looking quite nice now. I mean, obviously it needs lighting. It does need some lighting down here, but other than that, it's getting there. You know, it really is looking quite nice in here now. So yeah, it's just a case of wiring that into there, having a canister off there so that we can fill that, getting a power supply in down here, and yeah, we'll it'll be a functional base at some point shortly. And I've seen that you can do stuff with cooling systems, so you can basically set up your own temperature regulators. So if it gets too hot in a room, you can cool it down, or if it gets too cold in a room, you can warm it up. In this room, I'm probably going to have a regulator that will cool a room down if it gets too hot, because when you start running your furnaces, your arc furnaces or your blast furnaces, the room is going to get quite hot. And this game has a mechanic whereby if the room gets too hot, well, things start to melt, as in your walls start to melt, and that's not something that we really want to happen, I don't think. So yeah, but still, I've got this room secure now. It's all nice and sealed, and just need to wait for the power to come back on, and then it'll all be good, I think. Right, I am going to stop now, because basically I'm locked in a room until the sun comes up again. This will probably be my last stream for today. I'll be back tomorrow with something, not totally sure what, but we'll see. And oh, Hubris, yeah, tomorrow's Hubris. I've done a load of off-camera work, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. But for now, I think I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.